Violent night, savage night, guns ring loud, bullets shine bright. Santa Claus in die-hard fame, bringing naughty victims to his name. Welcome in peace as they rest in peace.
Did you just pick this film so you could do that song?
To be fair, Dreams, it was some of the most hilarious thing I heard in a while.
I mean, it worked.
Sorry. I don't mean about the lyrics, Drova, because your voice cracking actually cracks me up.
Thank you, thank you. But, yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a commentary that I've actually wanted to do for some time, and finally I found the opportunity to. Violent Night. In fact, I actually did the Fat Man commentary with this movie in mind, and that was something we ended up enjoying in spite of the controversial casting. Mel Gibson is still a good actor, so today we're looking at Violent Night, a movie that came out in 2022, originally on October 7th, but thankfully for the whole of the United States, December 2nd. So yes, it was a Christmas movie that actually came out in Christmas time. And get this is, from what I recall from the marketing, essentially Die Hard, but if Santa Claus were the main protagonist instead of Bruce Willis.
And this time, unlike Fat Man we mentioned earlier, there are no problematic actors in this movie, as far as I know.
I'm still wondering. I guess it's supposed to be a throwback because the whole Santa is actually not necessarily an asshole, although he doubles into it, but also extremely violent, and solves his problem by beating the shit out of someone. Was a trend more for the early 2000s, with movies like Bad Santa, in them. Like the wave of cynicism that was permeating the movie industry back then. So I do wonder, because I haven't seen this movie yet.
Now, this is apparently not necessarily a Santa Claus who's just an asshole, but one who is trying to reclaim the Holy Spirit that he feels is getting lost, essentially, with the season. This is a movie starring David Harbour, John Leguizamo, Alex Hassel, Eddie Patterson, Brandon Fletcher, Mike Dopad, Alexander Elliott, Andre Erickson, Beverly D'Angelo, and a few other faces that you may or may not remember, essentially.
It was directed by Tommy Wirkola, who was a Norwegian director who's previously held Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Oh.
And some other movies.
And apparently the movie we did immediately after, this is an animated CGI movie called Permageddon.
Good Lord.
And it was written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller, who are mainly known nowadays for writing the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Yep. Which, hey, I've enjoyed those so far, and at the time of this recording, we are still awaiting Sonic 3, but by the time that this recording will actually be out, Sonic 3 is out, so ideally, it's all worked out, essentially. That being said,
I can't believe Shadow was Charmy the whole time.
God, it all makes sense. The movie was received relatively positively. On Rotten Tomatoes, it got a 73% out of 208 reviews. And at the box office, on a budget of $20 million, it grossed $76.6 million. And a sequel is in development at the time of this recording as well.
Huh.
So, that said, let's not beat around the bush. While apparently it seems that the movie was a hit, let's see if it actually deserved to be such a hit. So, what you do is, assuming you're watching this on any digital recording, start at the new and improved Universal Pictures logo with the extended theme, which admittedly has been a thing for a while, which should immediately be followed by the Stick Figures logo, in which case, let us begin.
Go on.
3, 2, 1, click. And yes, like I've mentioned before, I do love this extension of the Universal Pictures Studio logo theme.
I think it's been on since 2012 with its 100th anniversary, which was headlined by such magnificence as Battleship.
Yeah, I remember that.
Has it really been that long since it got this new and improved theme?
Comcast.
Jesus.
Ding.
Comcast.
That's like one of the few recurring CinemaSins tropes I actually like.
What, Comcast?
Yeah, Comcast ding, DC Comics ding.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
I
thing
will
about...
also say this. Again, we only got 2 logos for this movie. This is actually
And we
appreciated.
start in Bristol.
Of course.
Yep. In your
Christmas
country,
Eve.
dweebs.
We're getting another parallel to A Christmas Carol.
Wouldn't that be something?
You know, if this film were made 10 years earlier, I would have made a casualty joke, since up till that point the show was made in Bristol, but then it upsticks to Cardiff because
It's cheaper to film there, I guess.
And yes, I was about to say, and then the twist turns out that we're actually not in England, we're filming in Wales.
damn it. Now our reaction to David Harbour after having read the Gran Turismo script.
How did that movie turn out?
I still have to see it, but I do wonder how it is in relation to Need for Speed. If we ever comment on that, I think that should be a double feature, since they are very similar, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Apparently the Gran Turismo movie was based off of a real-life event.
Yes,
God
as
help
we
me.
discussed.
By the way, sir, if you're someone that dresses up as Santa Claus, you're American. What are you doing in Bristol?
Well,
But Santa
what
can't
if
have a holiday?
Yeah.
But in Bristol, though, that's a bit of a random location. Okay, I'm not saying Bristol isn't a nice place. It's just
Well,
why not?
maybe maybe
Edinburgh or wherever?
maybe Bristol is just where Santa likes to get away from it all.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah.
Maybe it's a bit more incognito for him
It's
to go
another
there.
one of
People
those,
don't expect him to
Okay,
show up in
it's
Bristol.
possible. Well, hey, babe. Well, okay. Actually, no, I can't make the joke because this was filmed in Winnipeg, Canada.
Also, this is yet another one of those that Santa is tired because kids these days have no more imagination and spirit of Christmas, just spoil little shits.
Well, this might be his last year before retirement.
Is that a fucking nunchuck on his belt? Don't think I haven't noticed that.
I'm guessing, yeah, it's apparently something one of the kids asked for.
To Mickey from Santa.
But Santa, you're drunk. You can't fly your sleigh if you're drunk.
I'm pretty sure Rudolph accessed the autopilot.
Huh. Oh, come on. Just because you're English doesn't mean you can't enjoy Santa's Christmas spirit.
It's funny. In another movie, this initial sequence kinda should be the end of a movie. You know, the kind of thing of, the mysterious stranger turned out to be Santa Claus in disguise and he runs away into the night.
But yeah, no, in this case, it's actually
so Santa
the
flies
opening
away from
establisher.
Oh, he froze up. Merry
Oops.
Christmas.
It's a Christmas miracle.
First impressions, I know, but...
Well, we're off to a good start.
Yeah. I just hope the movie improves.
What next? Are we going to see Santa pissing in the snow during the next night?
Greenwich,
Meanwhile,
Connecticut.
Greenwich, Connecticut.
In case you were confused with
Maybe
Greenwich,
we'll see the WWE
England.
headquarters.
Yeah.
What was he doing? The headquarters somewhere. Well, the now former WWE headquarters.
Ha.
Ah, yes, every kid's Christmas tradition of growing up, watching
Yeah,
Home
look,
Alone.
if
You would be surprised, Joe. I
if you
mentioned a
wanted your
couple.
kid to, if you wanted your kid to go, look, if you wanted your kid to go to sleep, just put Home Alone 4 on.
You're saying, Tio?
You will be surprised, Joe. Ever since I think the mid '90s, but in my country it is been a almost religious tradition to screen during the actual Christmas Eve instead the movie Trading Places from John Landis.
Well, I have yet to see Trading Places, but my mom tells me it's a really good
Okay.
movie.
It's John Landis, so you're basically getting a good story overall, very sprinkled with a lot of outdated elements. Like, not necessarily, some of them, try to be justified in universe, others are just, no.
I guess I can kind of get that. I mean, I really enjoyed Coming to America, so hopefully
And
it's just
obviously, I
as good.
guess Blues Brothers, too. Well,
Oh,
as
yeah.
in TOO, not the two
Yes,
number.
yes, Tio. God. Blues Brothers 2000. Now, that was certainly
Pierce
a
Brosnan,
thing.
what are you doing here?
Is
Seriously,
James Bond busy?
no, he looks like Pierce Brosnan as in the father of Cinderella in the Amazon 2021 movie.
Oh my god, he does.
And he's the most unlikable character in that movie, by the way.
And that's quite a contest.
Also, this is pretty much, notice my directing. I'm doing the one take and passing from one character to another. Woo!
Do Norwegians do this? Do Norwegian directors do this a lot?
I have no idea.
Honestly, it feels like something a lot of directors consider a rite of passage. That one time when you do everything in one shot, which, don't get me wrong.
While not identical to that, Jova, it all stems from that sequence in Citizen Kane when they zoom in through the Christmas tree.
Is that where the tradition stemmed from, wanting to recreate the magic of that?
The idea of trying to push the limits, the boundaries of the physicality of the camera, yes.
Although
So
there
this,
there is a bit of British presence in the movie. The composer Dominic Lewis.
what's he done?
He's done Freebirds, Spooks the Greater Good, Goosebumps 2, The King's Man most recently, Bullet Train, Spirited, Lift, The Fall Guy.
Okay, those are some pretty good soundtracks. And compositions. Oh, he did the DuckTales reboot.
And he was also a composer for My Adventures with Superman.
Neat.
Okay. I guess this is that, clever enough way to try to insert exposition in the plot.
Why are you doing the wanker gesture?
A life
Because
of an influencer.
it's the TikToker dweebs.
You'd be surprised, Rubes. TikTok really does roll off of that life of, hey, here's an incredibly short but catchy trend.
What the fuck?
Why?
Damn.
Oh, Jesus. Mom, I'm doing a stream here. Son, you only have 2 people watching. Now get over here.
Yeah, everyone's favorite part of Christmas, so the rest of the family fighting with each other.
So wait, there isn't going to be a racist uncle in this movie?
I'll give it time, Liz. I'm pretty sure someone will pop up eventually.
So here's the grandmother, played by Beverly D'Angelo. Can I just be wholesome for Christmas with my family, even though I'm kind of estranged from my wife?
It's a European tradition to some a lot of times name grandchildren with the name of their grandparents. Peace off.
Shoot, that's even a thing over here too, but
These 2 are terrible.
although I do get the feeling that's the point.
Are you really sure, Joe, that you didn't put accidentally, Knives Out, the Christmas edition?
Oh, that'd be something.
And again, you probably wouldn't, considering you still don't like the director.
Yeah, I'm willing to admit that the Knives Out movies appear to be good, although I have not seen them in full yet, so, we'll see how that turns out. That said, I would not be surprised if he eventually does do a Christmas Knives Out movie.
Alright, let me check if I've seen the actress that you guys have mentioned for uh, the grandma.
Beverly
Beverly
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo. Yeah.
She was Stella in A Streetcar Named Desire.
Okay, might have seen her in the National Lampoon movies, but it's been a fuck ton of years since I've seen those.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see something more recently.
And of course, some people just ask for money.
I mean, that's possible. These days, it's possibly the better gift that you can have.
Mm-hmm. Cash, video games.
I was joking earlier, him urinating.
Lovely.
It's even worse than my prediction, actually. I thought he was going to piss in the snow standing on the snow, but no, he actually does it on the freaking sleigh. Well, bloody quit, do Santa Claus or something. Have someone else do it. You hate your job so much.
Well, Dribs, we don't know if it's that easy for Santa Claus in this world.
I will say this, at the very least, so far, the racist, family member hasn't showed up yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They even have a pinball.
Mm-hmm.
Rich family.
I bet deep down it's in everyone's desire to have a pinball machine in their basement.
Depends. I would prefer an arcade cabinet.
Oh yeah, we actually do have an arcade cabinet at the house. We got it for
prefer-
Dad on. I forget if it
I
was his
prefer-
birthday or Christmas.
I prefer a giant drinks fridge.
Oh, I wonder if this will play a part in the climax.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well plaster Chekhov on top of it.
Little
You know,
gun sticker.
You know, at some point we should just bring Chekhov's actor 2 point out this or that.
I'm pretty sure he passed away.
I thought that was just the one from the reboot. Let me check. No, the original Chekhov is still alive.
Alright then. Oh, let me guess. My biggest wish is for my parents to stop fighting with each other. There we go.
There
Wow,
it is.
Tio,
Oi,
you're a
Tio, I
wizard.
didn't know you were a writer for
It's a
this movie.
Christmas movie. It's basically a bingo card at this point.
The same movie's reskinned every time.
Well, isn't that what the term Hallmark movie is for?
I was trying to ponder again. Well, I guess I will have to wait until the end of course, stepping in the shit of a reindeer. Yeah, that's another thing. I was trying to, for the time being, first quarter, let's say that, even not even quarter, a fifth of a movie. The premise, while still similar, seems a bit more charming than Krampus so far, and I really like that movie. But the body, the toilet body, body fluid humor really doesn't hit.
I like to
Oh,
imagine.
I'm glad I missed that. I hate that.
I like to imagine that they're getting sort of, the gross and cliche stuff out of the way, since we are still relatively early into the movie, and none of this showed up in the marketing, admittedly.
And again, considering the premise that Santa is so fed up with kids these days, the wish of his little girl is, the genuine desire of empathy from her is the one that, springs him back to action. Again, classic tropes are not bad in themselves, it's just, very easy to recognize.
Also, this just in, kids. Santa don't like skim milk. Leave out the good stuff.
I've semi-skimmed.
Could be worse. Could be soy milk.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, if you were the Santa Claus version,
I mean, again, technically nothing wrong in itself, especially if you're lactose intolerant. I get it, but I'm pretty sure Santa will love the genuine article. Oh, it's one of those chairs.
Massage chair.
Santa, pick it up. You've got a job to do.
Christmas magic. It'll let me clear the whole world in a day.
Meanwhile, discount John Rhys Davies.
Yeah. Oh. You've been sitting on that all year, haven't
I
you?
dread to think how that pun sounded like in my country's dub, because Boxing Day is not called like that in my country. It's called Saint Stephen's Day. Yes, for some reason Catholicism is that morbid that the very first day after Christmas is celebrating the first saint who was stoned to death. Don't ask why.
Wow.
I have no idea why. I'll
We
need
call
to
it.
ask.
It's called Boxing Day around here.
Yeah, in the English language, I'm pretty sure it's universal in all countries that speak English. It's just that I try to think how that pun would sound like in my country's dub. But but yeah, I guess that means that guy decided to be. He was like an infiltrated guy all along.
It seems
You
like the
should-
staff in general have infiltrated the family for
Well,
something.
I hope you saved up on mobile data, kid.
Hey, it's Luigi!
And this time he's sporting some sort of mustache.
Yeah, no, that was still cap that he didn't have a mustache in the
But
actual
Jova,
Mario
he
movie.
needed
This
to be
movie.
younger so that Mario could be a father figure to him. Blah.
Father, son, brothers. What's the difference? Actually, there's a big legality of difference, only ignored in Alabama, but still.
Oh, Thieves, have you been writing your Hitman script again?
Funny. I would never imagine John Leguizamo was Agent 47, but you know.
You never know.
Mm.
And that's their code name. Those are their code names, I guess.
Yes. Okay, Tio, did you get into the writing booth for that one?
At the very least, they don't spend too much time lampshading it.
Yeah, every time I write a bit like what we just saw earlier, Tia would come in and write a line expressing his discontent.
It's usually Pedro who loves to be the script editor, not me.
Well, Pedro was sick, so you filled in for him.
Yeah, it's gonna happen by the end of the movie anyway, so.
You will live the joy of Christmas and not get divorced.
Yeah, that's the other. Talk if you want to talk about the cliche of the Hallmark movies that I detest, is the whole thing about successful businesswoman gets quote unquote reprogrammed into loving Christmas by the hunk of the day and their small town family.
Hallmark movie.
Because their job is so evil that because it's successful.
Ugh.
Santa. Okay, I have to agree with Dave. Santa, you need to pick up the pace. Oh, jeez.
This isn't very Christmas of you.
What are you talking about? Die Hard was all about that Christmas.
Also, I'm pretty sure someone was a fan of the Suicide Squad because Krampus' behavior reminds me a bit of Jack Horney from, as a Captain Boomerang.
Possibly. Bit of an unusual Christmas run, eh, Santa?
Okay, I'm pretty sure in the hundreds or thousands of years he might have encountered a similar situation.
You know, he does mention pre-war stuff. I wonder, did he deliver presents even during both the world wars, assuming he's been Santa for that long?
Well, pretty sure it doesn't just stop because of that if we're gonna establish this as part of, what happens on the Earth. Here's the fucking electric stun baton from the Quiet Man. We even have the shot of, the close-up of that. Oh,
Put that on a postcard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in the trailer.
They just got rid of the fucker part.
So Santa has to take down the likes of Krampus, Gingerbread, Mr. Scrooge.
Peppermint.
This movie's so silly.
I love it.
Again, pretty much like Krampus. I get the idea. It's one of those cases where, it is silly, it knows that it's silly, and it's running with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's definitely part of the magic of movies like this or Krampus. They can get very out there, and yes, even when they want you to take it seriously, they can be silly. Like, Krampus literally has a sound effect of a woman being yanked out in a cartoony manner, yet can still be terrifying.
Oh, and I guess Santa has lost his magic because it's either he's drunk as shit or,
The Christmas spirit.
Yeah, just like in Elf last year. It's all coming together.
Yes.
Hi. You won't like Santa when he's angry. Yeah, like I said.
You don't know who you're getting into a fight with. Oh, snap.
That's his getaway car going away. Okay.
Oh, God.
Rudolph seriously needs some retraining if that is enough to make them go like that.
Rudolph, I thought we went over this during the Cold War!
Well, considering this guy is played by the actor who portrayed the Soviet equivalent to Captain America, well, we're close.
You know, I always wanted a movie that showed how Santa Claus was apparently tough enough to have boxed Krampus into submission, and finally I get it.
There is, okay, I forgot who made it. There is the comic book, I think Neil Gaiman wrote it, that tries to imagine, Santa as like in a superhero origin story. The car review did a couple of years ago, I think. It's not actually that bad. And it basically concludes with him having to fight Krampus, with a giant axe.
Guess that's another Linkara review I must have missed. If you got it, link it to me later.
Yeah.
Did you just stab him in the Jingle Bells?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, so Christmas route race see a few delays today.
I wouldn't even say that I cannot even say the phrase it started, such a good night, because, it really didn't, with Santa getting drunk as shit and vomiting all over the place. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. It finally happened. I finally killed someone during a Christmas run.
And now he gets a bloodlust.
So, I'm guessing you're definitely retiring after this year.
Screw this.
He blames the reindeer. Like, they did run off, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's literally his ride, yeah.
Hey, that's the title of the movie. Can we go home now?
You know, I'll
John,
give
John.
John always just seems to have a blast no matter what role he's in.
Have you drunk
What?
too much eggnog?
Wait, you mean I get to punch an old lady in the face? Hell yeah! Put this on my contract. And finally, Hollywood will listen to my demands for a Mario Brothers sequel.
But who's going to play Mario?
But oh crap.
So yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
like-
first time I've seen John Leguizamo as a straight-up villain.
I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure he has been in the past. I'll need to
Oh,
check.
wasn't he the clown from Spawn?
Oh god, the penetrator, yeah. I'm trying to
What?
forget. Well, sure, we did comment on the movie, but to be fair, I didn't mention. That's what the character is called in the comics.
As you can imagine, it's an Image comic that can be very raunchy.
90s, the dark age, that's all you need to know.
Oh?
Because I was the extraction team.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. Oh, lovely.
So, honey, it turns out grandmother may be a war criminal and a war profiteer.
Merry Christmas!
Yay! War criminals.
Let me guess,
It's
Grandma,
Christmas
you're also
time.
one of the people who would have voted for Obama for a third mandate if you could.
Eh.
Okay, this is the thing that I never get from my movie, and it's very likely that I'm just very ignorant on the matter, on the fact that I don't know. Why don't you just drill on the material that it's around?
I think usually because that material is possibly just as, if not more, sturdy.
Like, at the very least, Army of Thieves provide a good justification in saying that, if operated not properly, the saves themselves lock themselves, and never, are able to be open again because the constructor was like that, insane. But I don't know, a lot of these products, movies and video games, because Life 3 is partially guilty of this too, have these supposed vaults encapsulating materials that feels like it should be easier to just drill around. In
My
fact,
best
I'm
guess.
pretty sure that's one of your mechanics from Payday 2.
Oh, really?
Well, I do remember that one of the constants is that the drill gets jammed, but I don't remember which use in particular is for. And look at that! The Chekhov's walkie-talkie is just there.
And none of the criminals notice it.
Well, to be fair, they don't really have any reason to suspect it yet.
Don't worry, Santa. Thanks to the Steam sale, not much people, buy physical games anymore.
Also, no, Santa, because Molotov cocktails aren't very Christmassy.
Gabe Newell is an actual competitor for Santa Claus. Yeah,
Oh my god.
that I can actually see it. Bonk.
Hey, speaking of Die Hard.
Oh.
There's your reference. See, you see, we know that you know that this is basically Die Hard with Santa, so there we made the Die Hard reference.
Uh-huh.
Jesus, you must have gotten coal as a kid.
Yeah, in case you're
Come on.
wondering, in case you're wondering, pool balls tend to be very, very rough. Don't get hit
Come
by
on. Yep.
those.
Oh, come on, Santa! All I did was commit international terrorism.
Sorry, but that puts you on the super naughty list.
It's interesting because
Super naughty list.
at the end of the day, it's just more polished wood. I do wonder what makes them especially heavy.
I think that may be the special coating they get, which adds some
Yeah,
weight.
that not even gel. I think it's supposed to be hard resin. Ow.
At least he didn't hit you in the dick with that. He was feeling merciful in that regard.
Ow!
Ooh.
Ow.
Also,
maybe
I wouldn't
maybe
count too much on that. Maybe they're probably not working on that principle, Jova, but the position of, the position of that stab wound is very close to one of your arteries. Again, not necessarily a pro tip, but in case you're wondering, if you see someone that actually got cut near that area, make sure to prevent the blood loss, immediately, because you can bleed out to death very easily from that. Ow!
Ooh.
I
well,
guess
now
he-
he's gonna be seeing stars.
Okay, mate.
I'll
I know
tell
you
you
wanted,
later when it's over, Shiri.
Okay. mate.
Okay.
I know you wanted to be on stars in their eyes, but I'm not sure that's what you meant.
Jova, next time, please tell us about these kind of things.
I haven't seen this movie in full before, so I didn't know.
This shouldn't work, but whatever. Comedy, I guess.
I mean, it's a movie where David Harbour is Santa Claus punching people.
Alright, let's get the walkie-talkie.
Okay, so we actually ended up tuning in on her frequency as opposed to using the other walkie in the set. Fair enough with how walkies work.
Yes, obviously. Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah. Let me just check my list. Ah. What would have been his reaction if she wasn't on his nice
He
list?
was already satisfied with kids, to begin with, probably, something along that.
I wonder if it would have been like, you know what? You're on the naughty list, and I'm kind of sick of kids, so sorry, screw you.
Ooh.
Makes sense they'd be on the naughty list. Up.
Lovely.
The
Okay,
logistics
enough,
of being on the nice and naughty list, ladies and gentlemen.
all right, enough backside jokes. Thank you.
Imagine you plan out the mother of all heists and it gets foiled by flipping Santa
Yeah, to be
Claus.
fair, John Leguizamo's character Scrooge's plan was kind of foolproof, at least so far. It has been showcased that, without Santa it would have succeeded easily.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, now that I think about it, did we kill the black guy first in this? Okay, I'm trying to remember if he died first or it was instead the security guard leader.
If I recall correctly, the undercover team inside started killing people before Leguizamo entered the scene.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, this is the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker scene.
Okay.
Could be worse. It could be Hulk Hogan having a memory loss and pretending he's Santa.
Good Lord, that movie. I still wonder what everyone involved was on.
Also, Dave, remind me again, what is instead the movie where Goldberg plays Santa, who is actually evil?
I've never heard of that one. I'll look it up.
Which movie?
But we're done, by the way.
He said the line.
Thank you.
But there's forgot the name. There is this movie where Goldberg, the
Santa's
wrestler,
Sleigh.
Oh, there you go. Plays Santa, and he's inherently evil. It's not even a case where he becomes evil, but he's inherently evil because he's actually Satan. Because of course, the whole name, letters witcheroo. It's kind of funny. Grandma actually looks like an actual singer that passed away recently in my country.
Nutcracker?
Tee hee 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 hee. Yeah, Knives Out.
What the fuck, guys?
Knives Out family's behavior. the moment they feel threatened, they try to turn
They
on
just
each
sell
other.
him out. The fuckers.
Ow.
Oh, oh, nope.
That's what the Yakuza does.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Are we gonna chop his dick?
Oh god.
Yeah, that is true. Like if you shot someone in the brain, you can pretty much chop someone's dick off. This is some double standard. There you go. Here's Captain Boomerang doing it. Okay, let me check actually who plays him. This guy's clearly having way too much fun. Brendan Fletcher. For those who don't know, he was a regular of Uwe if I remember correctly. He was also in Freddy vs. Jason, and his first role was in Airbud.
So this is definitely... Well, okay, the first Airbud wasn't the worst, but I'm guessing this is overall an upgrade for him.
Well, I can tell that, Airbud was still better than, the Uwe movies he was stuck in. So there is that.
Are we still getting Airbud sequels to this day?
I don't want to know.
It's such a random thing. Like, the first Airbud came out, it was a feel-good family picture, and then all the sequels just decided, hey, let's give them puppies and have the dogs talk.
What a way to find out that Santa isn't real. Like,
I mean,
being held at gunpoint and then your father drops that on you. Consider
the situation.
Okay, is this the movie tried to portray him as the bad guy now?
No. That's, if anything, that's him trying to save him.
Yeah. Of course, just like in Rise of the Guardians, he's chock full of tattoos. Is he pulling a Rambo 3 and cauterizing his wound?
Bet you he is.
Oh no, he also has to stitch it. Yeah, always disinfect first, kids. Yeah, bite that down. Merry Christmas, everyone!
It's all about the Christmas spirit and how to keep it strong. And that includes knowing how to heal wounds. Patched up with wrapping paper.
Of course.
I mean,
I'm
if he
not sure
had
that would be
been
very
here for all the wars, then it makes sense that he'd, know how to do that in a makeshift way.
I'm not sure wrapping paper's really effective, though.
No.
It's what he's got for the time being.
And it makes for a funny, joke. Oh, I guess we have a flashback.
We seem to have stumbled in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, please, don't tell me this is like Sir Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas, and we have a flashback of him beating up that guy as a parallel to the event of the Council of Nicaea.
Oh, God.
I will say this, at the very least, at least so far, this movie hasn't tried to reference the stupid English mentality of the war on Christmas. I'm glad full of that.
Do I want to know?
But the war on Christmas that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Again, it's mostly in America, but it started also to be present in the UK for a while now. The whole thing about the left is trying to take away the Christ from Christmas. You know.
Ugh. Oh,
Like-
that stupid stuff.
Like we have the annual Coca-Cola truck ad, and I saw somebody complain. It was like they changed the lyrics from Christmas is coming to the holidays are coming, and I'm like, no, the song has always been the holidays are coming. You're talking about your ass. Shut the fuck up.
If anything, you should complain by the fact that this year was made with AI.
Yeah, that's the real problem here.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing is sacred anymore.
No, not even Christmas.
Alright, how to save a family.
Yeah. Ah, so the grandmother used to believe in Santa too.
Oh, please, tell me also that the punchline is that John Leguizamo is also, villainous because as a kid he never received a present from Santa, the one that he wanted. I dare you, movie.
And that's how he became Mr. Scrooge. Top 10 Santa anime villain origin story.
Let me check if the child actress has been somewhere.
I do like how the movie kind of goes out of its way for Santa to say Elvis bit. Oh, so he has been around for a while. I do like how they don't do the cliche of, oh, Santa can fix your parents' relationship. Like, no, he says, even he pretty much goes, yeah, no, powers don't work that way.
I've been around long enough, kid.
It's kind of like, the genie in Aladdin, where one of his rules is about he cannot make people fall in love because, the implications of that. Let's see about the actress. Leah Brady. Okay, one of the first role actually was in the Umbrella Academy, one episode, and more recently she was in The Acolyte, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't part of the problem.
Heard the Umbrella Academy was an interesting show.
Dude, are you okay?
He seems to get his rocks off of tormenting the rich.
I want to see also if I've seen this actor somewhere else too, like, let's see. I think that's Cam Gigandet.
Yeah, 'cause it's probably
What
tossed him
parts
out.
of Asia?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Asia's a lot of countries.
he was one of the generic NPCs nails in the Turbo movie. The most Turbo, everyone's, most memorable, DreamWorks movie. Oh, it was one of the main characters in one of the villains from the first Twilight movie. That's how I remember him.
Oh my god, wow.
Alex Hassel instead plays Jason.
This family is really bad at gifts.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the thought that counts, but
Yeah, I kind of. Oh god, he was in. Oh god, he was vicious in the Cowboy Bebop Netflix series. Oof.
oh my god, I thought I recognized his face from somewhere. Jesus.
Also, Jova, for the thought to count, they had to be thought in the first place.
I kind of
Yes.
like these. Again, it's technically a subplot when you get down to it, an undertone. But basically, that says that despite the whole being hijacked, by this terrorist group, the family still had a lot of issues, and just because you're under the threat of a gun, that doesn't mean those magically go away.
If anything, the situation is forcing them to confront their feelings even more.
Although I would say Grandma still has the bigger, seat on top of her head. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Again, assuming that John Leguizamo's character, what he said is true, For all we know,
What did he say?
He said that she withheld $300 million that were supposed to be donated in charity to kids in the Middle East. Yikes.
Ooh.
Potential war profiteer in the worst possible way.
I like how all of these Hallmark movies try to bring, dysfunctional couples back together by using one of the most stressful times of the year.
Christmas.
Yes.
It's best because they are aimed at a younger audience, and as a result,
Probably, yeah.
and as a result, for that kind of time, it feels more magical and less stressful. Oh, I guess we do get the origin story for Barbarian origin story for Santa. Hey!
See,
Wow! They managed to have the fact of him being Norman, I don't know if ever Viking, without the horny helmet.
the horny. Oh, right, yeah.
It's a point of contention that is highly historically inaccurate. It's kind of like the equivalent of, having dinosaur, appearances relying on Jurassic Park nostalgia instead of them having feathers, basically.
Mm-hmm. Santa, say it ain't so.
So he was a raider, huh? Also, it reminds me of that other bad Christmas movie, the one with Vince Vaughn, where he plays, Santa's brother, where he said their origin story is so, it's still a bit of as a Red resentment because, it's all about Santa being super nice and the brother having to growing up in his shadow. But, it's still presenting a more saccharine compared to this saccharine way.
Is that the Fred Claus movie?
I think so. That's what it's called. Yeah. So the one that has Kevin Spacey as the villain.
Yeah.
And of course, the twist is that Kevin Spacey was evil because he did not get a Superman toy when he was a child.
Well, I'll give them credit. They at least did give us a good backstory reason for why Santa can fight as well as he has in this.
Whoa. What was that, sped up?
TMI.
Don't you see, Dweebs? The military jargon, needs to rally up the troops and everything.
So if the writers wrote the Sonic movies like were R-rated, this would probably be what it would look like.
This does feel kind of like a more adult-oriented version of the Sonic movies.
Well, if
in a
anything,
way.
I'm reminded, this is like, okay, this is kind of like that subplot in Hawaii in Sonic 2 stretched out for an entire movie, but at the very least in this case, this is the entire premise of him being Santa. God damn it! Stupid toy. So at the very least here it feels more genuine than in Sonic 2 where literally the movie has to stop for that subplot.
When is the third movie out, by the way?
December 20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a ticket to see it on
Unfortunately, my country doesn't
around
come
about then.
until, January 1st, so I have to wait until the new year. Whoa. Okay, I know about the compression of the powder of the fire extinguisher, but I don't think it caused that reaction.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Hey, you don't insult the game of chess, John.
They're Christmas presents, you idiot.
With that kind of attire and attitude, John Leguizamo could play a convincing Oswald Cobblepot with just a bit of makeup.
Yeah, he could actually.
Gesundheit. Hey, that's a bunch of, the way it's called in different names. Yes, in my country it's called Babbo Natale, which means Father Christmas.
Nice.
Father Christmas is sometimes used here as well.
Mm-hmm.
They ran.
You scared them off with your guns.
Okay, let me check. Let me check her instead of Gingerbread's actress. Let me see. Candy cane. There you go. Mitra Suri. Let me see. Afghan
What
Canadian,
the
born in New
bag?
Delhi, India. She was in a random pedestrian in Shazam, the first Shazam movie. She did a lot of stunts for Superman and Lois, apparently. She was also stunt coordinator for the Avatar Netflix series, The Last Airbender. Also for The Boys. Yeah, apparently she's mostly a stunt performer. Oh, goody, she was in The Flash. Oh, no, actually, the Flash TV series. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's not about, not getting the toy wanted, so props for originality.
Mm-hmm.
Take it out on others, but I ended up getting someone killed.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Okay, I'll admit I also asked for a bike for Christmas that one time.
I was always very bad at riding a bike.
It truly is a miracle.
Even Santa's surprised by it. Wait, what?
Actually, that's just dandruff.
Dandruff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone is really, really having out of, needs to see a dermatologist.
Yes.
Just get head and shoulders.
This is some Home Alone on some steroids.
Oh, there it is. He managed to perform it. Whoop.
Up a chimney. Says the guy who traveled to a dinosaur planet.
I mean, to be fair, unlike in other cases of arbitrary skepticism, I can kind of see where, Johnny Leguizamo's character is going for.
Oh, yeah, like... Especially since, in his own mind, if there is a Santa Claus, then that would mean he has all the right to be pissed that he had, apparently, that terrible Christmas. Even though that's not entirely how the Christmas magic works. Do that.
He just drops off the window. Yeah, no.
Okay, that one was a good one.
What did you expect again from the main one of the main villains from the Twilight movie?
It's funny because a couple of days ago, at the time of recording, they announced that Jean-Claude Van Damme's going to be the next celebrity target in Hitman.
Yeah, Semper whatever. Well,
oh,
there
yeah.
he goes.
It's an inside job. Yep. So, yeah, Santa, now you have to take on a whole militia. Well, think about it. Military training has never prepared anyone to deal with Santa Claus, now have they? So if they are dealing with Santa Claus, it might be outside their pay grade. Damn, do you people have no Christmas cheer?
Yeah, you're betraying your clients for money.
Maybe this is how the Santa from the Santa Claus really died.
He was shot.
I mean, when you get down to it, Santa kind of risks getting shot by a gun nut every night.
That's what happened.
Actually,
that's what happened to Jack Skellington.
dude, if I recall correctly, in Fat Man, he even does point out that he has to deal with that every now and then.
Well, remember, in Fat Man, the whole thing is that the U.S. government, is withholding basically funds and basically extorting him, by forcing the elves to construct military weapons.
I'm just pointing out that one of the issues he had to deal with on his Christmas runs was gun nuts thinking that he was an intruder.
Wow, it just is like Army of Thieves. What?
Oh.
What?
So that begs the question: who?
Hmm.
Did the reindeer have it?
Or does it, or is the mom smart and just stores it digitally?
No, I got it. They're rich people. They spent it already.
Wouldn't that be something?
What does she spend it on?
Yes.
Yes, she trademarked the word yes.
Yeah, I
So
had
now
to be honest.
no one can say it without paying $5.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea how Santa's gonna beat everyone at this point.
Yeah, like, he's got magic, but that can only do so much.
Like, even Mel Gibson's from Fat Man did have trouble and did get killed by the end of the movie and just, recovered by the skin of his teeth.
Mm-hmm. And there he was dealing with, like, one majorly pissed off assassin. Here Santa has to deal with a flipping army. Jesus.
Of course, it's not one of those magical bouncing rings that conveniently goes somewhere else. Yes, it's a sledgehammer, Santa.
Takes him
A
back to his
hammer.
old
So
Oh
days.
what is this?
boy.
Yeah,
Is this David Harbour auditioning to be Triple H?
bow down to the... Yeah.
Keep it child friendly.
Gotta need to keep
David
on
Harbour
being...
playing a fictional version of like he goes by his real name now since he's the head of creative at Paul Levesque.
I don't
Santa is
remember. I don't remember this Christmas event For Honor.
beautiful. Santa is Kratos.
Oh no, considering more Norse and everything, I would have preferred, this actress for than the one that you got in Ragnarok.
Hmm. Yeah, that would be cool.
Ooh.
Mary
Yeah,
Gear Solid Free is quite intense.
yeah, you can kind of tell
Yeah.
that. The makers of these were also inspired by the Rambo movies. Between that cauterizing thing and now the more stealth tactic. Not the tree.
He hates Christmas just that much.
Wait, hold on. I think did we not see what that with? Yeah, where I think his fingers are fine now. Didn't he got one of them mold?
Huh.
Really?
But he's very direct about that.
What? Oh my god.
Kid, why are you like this?
Because he's a little shit streamer, that's why. I'm not saying all streamers are bad, but this kid's not doing them any favours.
He literally shot himself in the foot. Oh, thank god he did not stab this one in the eye.
Yeah, I looked away, but yeah.
With that close-up, it kind of feels like he was going to.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, is this meant to be Die Hard? This is a weird combination. Die Hard, Santa,
And
Rambo.
Yeah,
Did I not joke at the start that this is pretty much Die Hard, but with Santa as the main protagonist?
the Die Hard vibe is definitely present. You know, building, people trapped in it, rescuing hostages and all.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that we can't really have is, Santa dropping Johnny Leguizamo out of a tall, place because there is not here. Man, those skates really are sharp.
Gotta keep them good for that traction.
Of course.
Aw, he left his head mounted on the wall. Okay, I've seen Home Alone 3, so I know exactly how this is not going to go.
There we go. Ooh.
I guess we can call this the night Santa got his groove back.
See the joy in the children's eyes as Santa brutally kills some bad guys.
Jesus Christ, it's Santa!
Just quit the movie while you can. Well, he couldn't, I guess. Oh.
Hey!
Also, that grenade's taking a while to explode.
It's a convenient grenade. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, look, I'm cool, but I'm not too cool to watch the explosion.
The real punchline would be if the $300 million were something that the streamers took for donations and stuff, but we know it's not physically possible. Yeah, that's the actress, but I haven't checked the background yet. Let me see.
No, it was secretly crypto all along.
Yeah, Alexis Louder. There you go.
Oh, he is totally talking out of his ass right now.
Yeah, he's really bad at this.
Oh, Alexis Louder. She was a random extra in the first Black Panther movie, but she's been mostly in TV. Yeah.
I don't like your one to talk.
Instead, the other is the woman, Eddie Patterson. Oh, she was in Mars Needs Moms.
Oh.
Yeah, it took them long enough to try to check the attic.
Throw something at them.
Oh, please, don't do the baby genius thing of lampshading that you're gonna fall for a trap and then you do it.
I think they took it off.
Oh!
Oh, that is nasty, Jesus Christ. Why didn't you take the nail off, you dumbass? You saw it there.
Welcome to
Again, the thought
R-rated
process
Home Alone.
was just to, not step on it, I guess, but...
So it's Die Hard mixed with Home Alone.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, right in the ass.
Jesus Christ. Oh. I have felt that crack.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Dude, stay away from the ladder, you idiot.
Yeah, I can see also the inspiration from Home Alone. No, don't do that. You just know. I think you might want to look away for a second, Shiri.
Yeah, I feel like I should.
Okay, no, it's just in the
not
forehead.
Okay. Oh.
Props to the
Man.
kids for managing to hold her out.
I get the feeling this lady is new on the job.
Well, they're trained for
Oof.
dealing with mercenaries, not Santa Claus and children. It's a very specific curriculum.
Are those cinder blocks?
Yes, apparently. Ooh, literally glued on the floor.
Oh, she's pissed.
Oh.
Ow! That is the equivalent to stepping on Lego.
Well, at least she's wearing socks, unlike in Home Alone.
Step on D4s.
Even with the slow-mo.
And now David Harbour's auditioning for 4.
Okay, so this is Santa Claus mixed with Die Hard, Rambo, and Home Alone. Got
Oh,
it.
David, you've already got an MCU character.
Santa in the MCU.
We already did, well, not the MCU drama, but we did something like that last year without you.
Oh, which movie was that?
Frostbite, animated movie. Santa apparently is tied to the Norse pantheon and uses quantum mechanics to managing to go through the entire world in one night.
The animated Marvel movie, right.
It's standalone enough. It's not in continuity with any of the shows as far as we know.
Given it's a Marvel animated movie, I'm guessing it was just fine.
Yes. It aimed for a younger audience, as Pedro said, but... oh, of course, don't let the child see the violent murder.
Just turn away and sing.
Despite everything that has happened.
Tisk tisk.
Oh, look, they even have the nativity.
I'm proud of you, son. It took guts to do what you did.
Yep, screw me out of my money.
There. Ding, ding, ding.
No witnesses.
Yeah, that's probably me on Christmas Day, just chugging the vodka like that. Last time it happened on Halloween night, instead, when me, Deji, and Pedro watched Joker Folia do, let's just say, did not end very well.
Oh, God, I have... That sequel, Jesus.
No, I'm talking about me, not just the movie. Oh, let's see what the TikToker has in mind. Another brilliant idea.
You piece of crap. Wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season.
Yeah, I can definitely see part of his banter reminds me a lot of the Hawaiian marriage sequence in the Sonic 2 movie.
Shoot the influencer first.
Jesus.
Hey, at least the kid is like actually doing something useful.
And the vodka came in handy too.
See, she might be an alcoholic, but that saved your lives.
Oh, I guess he is dead.
At least shoot him in the legs.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in that 12 minutes.
Look at that. They finally did something as a
Ooh.
family.
I don't remember this part from Get Out, Jova. There we go. Now he's dead.
Now he's dead, yes.
God rest that actor's soul.
They're not just they legit killed the actor while they were filming.
That's
No,
how dedicated to the movie they were.
this is not the Crowd Wibs.
Damn.
Safety!
Is the safety on?
Yeah. That's my wife! Come to rescue me! You know, maybe this is the couples therapy they needed all along.
Well, she turned the safety off at least. Besides, I'm just a thief. You're a war profiteer.
Yeah, there's still the fact that I guess the whole withholding the 300 million was still a thing. It's just that the other guy decided to take advantage of that too.
There was that bit where the grandmother goes, our family is basically cursed, and she goes on about how it's kind of a thing she did, actually stealing the reins out from under her own grandfather, who said that, someone like me would never make it.
Well, I guess, this is a point of a way to showcase that true the little girl is actually, the one. No, Jesus, no! the little girl is the one, ray of hope for the entire family.
Kiss?
Let me guess. Was one of them get shot before they could kiss?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Excuse
Well,
you.
I was close.
Oh, fuck's
Oh.
sake.
Hit him with the gun.
Thanks to
Save me, Jesus!
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes! Okay, a grand finale where Santa Claus has to chase John Leguizamo on jet skis with an old rich grandmother and $300 million of war profiteering cash.
Poor Joseph.
Gonna need some Christmas magic overload on this.
Oh my god, it's like at the beginning of Commando, where he's literally going down the line in order to catch up with the convoy. Lots of influence from Fox movies.
Interesting.
I mean, the music's better in this movie.
Whoop.
You gotta watch your eyes on the road there, my dude.
That's fine, leave her there.
I mean, you could have moved.
So, great couples therapy, huh?
Again, most stressful time of year bringing people together.
There
I
we
guess
go.
to be fair, if I thought I may or may not die, I would suddenly feel the
Also,
need to establish a good relationship.
I question why they put that lens flare for that scene. Like J.J. Abrams took over all of a sudden.
Jesus, that'd be something.
Alright, it's time to end this.
Hit me.
Yeah,
Hit
run
me!
him over.
Oh, shoot.
Whee!
I love how this movie feels at some points like a rough Looney Tunes cartoon.
It's a nice balance, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that wasn't the nunchuck at the beginning. It was the naughty and nice list that he was having on his belt. There you go.
Oh, that.
Very naughty. There you go. Killed his best friend, broke his mother's heart, murder.
Spreads misery.
Took you long enough, huh? The true meaning of Christmas was believing, and you didn't.
Yes, this has been my destiny to kill Santa Claus.
Right.
Wow.
That is such a line.
I'm pretty sure that was also in the trailer.
Sorry, final boss, he won't go out that easily.
It would have been very anticlimactic for Red to do, right that second after the one-liner. What?
Mhm.
Oh, you might want to get away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say this is the most explosions you've had to deal with on Christmas, Santa?
Does it rival any wars?
God help us if it does.
Oh. How?
Ooh, that had to hurt. Shoot, maybe Santa could be 4. Actually, has there ever been a take on Santa Claus where he actually was 4 from Norse mythology?
Like I said, well, there's that Image comic Santa the Barbarian, but that is just terrible.
The composer definitely made sure to give it his all for this movie.
No, not Santa.
Santa, hold on for the Christmas spirit.
I hate Christmas.
Oh, please, tell me he gets crucified on the chimney like that.
Wasn't it just for Jesus to come in and go, there, now you know how it feels, fellow Christmas bud. He says that with the red glow and everything.
Last Christmas, how about I give you your heart?
What?
Up the chimney.
Ooh.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that was a Mortal Kombat fatality right there.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
God.
Bloody hell. How?
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Yeah, and I guess he gets killed by the grandma. Yeah, there you go.
Now what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Santa Claus just performed his version of a Mortal Kombat fatality with the chimney.
And then got shot to death.
But now he's mortally wounded.
Not Santa! No!
Don't worry.
We have to believe hard enough.
Don't worry. We'll
Santa,
just get Tim Allen.
you saved my daughter and my marriage.
Of course, the money.
It's the true showing of the Christmas spirit. We must burn away all forms of greed to save Santa.
It's a representative of our sins.
Yeah, like we said before, it's pretty much a showcase that the movie is self-aware. It's knows it's silly and it's just running with it.
Yeah.
Let this blood money finally serve good.
I mean, you could, again, if we really wanted a proper moral, maybe they should have just, still keep it, but then actually donate it like they were supposed to. But sure, I'm pretty sure this is fine. The poor children in the Middle East can just continue suffering, I guess.
I've played Fortnite. Fire's heal. Oh no. It wasn't enough.
Now how are the kids going to get their presents?
They're rich. They'll have more money somewhere.
How do you even begin to tell your daughter how to deal with the death of Santa Claus? This is something every parent should fear. It's the least you could do.
Yeah, you're kind of the worst person here.
At the very least, we didn't do the magical tears wheeling.
Can you imagine if they went there?
I was thinking for the past couple of minutes, like, do it, movie, do it.
That's Christmas magic for you. Sure wish it would help get me out of this ungodly source of pain.
Yeah, the thing is that the reindeers are still gone. Like,
Yeah, where the hell are they?
okay, I can imagine maybe they returned to North Pole, so now they'll be sent back, maybe? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, now the reindeer are back after leaving their guy to die.
Where the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, where's... Yeah, I mean, who organised this? Who organised this little coup? Rudolph?
Why me specifically?
You know what you did. Aww. See, it's the thought that counts.
Sorry, Santa, it took a while.
It's a shame. Deer like meat actually tastes very great.
Blitzen, you can still go to hell, though.
Mr. C.
Thought you might need these two from Miss Claus. He's old hammer.
Nah.
Again, a bit late, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
I'm sure there's a perfectly good sequel for him to use that in. Although I do wonder, what would the sequel... Well, I
mean,
guess I can
we're-
imagine what the sequel will be
If we're
about.
following the steps of Die Hard, maybe John Leguizamo and a brother.
Yes.
No, Tia, they would have to wait till the
third
movie. The second
And
movie
the-
would just be about a bunch of other random guys and
And-
with somehow worse effects.
And then it turns out his brother's name was Mario.
Mario.
Yes. You see, if you're ever feeling lacking in Christmas spirit, save a family in a die-hard fashion and nearly die yourself and come back to life.
Remember,
That'll show you guys that the Christmas spirit still exists.
Santa literally died for your sins.
Yes, holy cow. Hey, cool, now he can join Jesus's club.
There might still be delays.
Okay, Mortal Kombat, get on including this version of Santa at some point. He clearly is eligible.
Of course, we need to shot with the moon because Rankin Bass did it.
It's like he's been reborn anew.
Oh, he
Okay,
just
apparently
ends.
there's a big credit scene.
Okay, well,
All right.
we'll just keep it. Well, you want to say your final thoughts in the meantime, Dweebs?
Okay, it didn't get off to the best of starts with the vomiting joke
Yeah.
and the whole, Santa pissing because he's drunk. Oh, of course we have Slade.
Eh.
But it got better as it went on, at least, with the humor and David Harbour's performance as Santa. And also, John Leguizamo made a pretty good villain. And the gore effects were pretty good. Well, I can't believe I'm saying that for a Santa movie. Well, no, they were legit good. Although a couple of those, couple of those shots were a bit weird. I mean, because how Tommy was like, "Oh, I'll just shoot a full 360 tracking shots because look how artsy I am."
'Cause I can.
Of course. The music was fine.
Oh, here we go.
And here we go.
Oh my god.
Isn't that gonna get you banned?
Yeah, you're literally showing us, you're doing the equivalent of a snuff film.
I mean, if he's streaming on Kick, he'll be fine.
Good lord.
Alright, continue, Dweebs.
There's not really much more to add. Solid enough. Netflix is trying to recommend Be Lost, but no, thank you.
Huh.
You
Interesting.
might like it, except for the ending.
It's both on Disney Plus and Netflix.
Yeah,
Wait,
some are like
wow.
that.
Interesting. I'm guessing it's via the Star extension.
Yes. Well, no.
Possibly.
Remember, it was already present because it's a Buena Vista
It's already
production.
a Disney thing.
Yeah, people forget that Lost was genuinely a Disney series through and through.
Anything else I could mention?
Are you
The
excited?
music?
You already mentioned. Are you excited for the sequel, Dweebs?
Well, it depends. As long as we don't have crummy green screen and even more outlandish stuff than the previous film. So basically, as long as they don't get Rennie Harlan to direct it, I think we'll be all right.
That was specific.
Remember, Die Hard 2, Jova.
Right, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's about it.
Shiri.
That was fun. Very glad I missed the toilet humor because I am really not a fan of that. Yeah, this was cheesy and in a good way. I said earlier they had a lot of balance between cartoony slapstick and typical fight scenes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I enjoyed this.
All right, I'm going.
Is the sequel actually a thing, or are you joking?
Yes. A sequel is in the works.
In production, yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
All right, I'll go next. No, this was overall the balancing. I will say a good time. Yeah, I'm also balancing myself and saying that I prefer this over Fat Man. You know, taking aside the casting of Mel Gibson, of course, Fat Man itself was technically more solid overall, but as a result, it was also more contained. This one, despite having missteps with the humor, particularly at the beginning with the toilet, the gross out stuff, overall, it uses the fantastical elements to have a more grandiose kind of scope and more imagination in the killing. It also indulges itself in all the cliches and typical of the season, and loves itself for it. You can definitely see the writing from the people who wrote the Sonic movies in this, definitely. John Leguizamo works very well as the main bad guy, playing it completely straight. And at the end, when he believes, instead of actually being frightened by it or anything, he literally rewires his motivation at the last second because he's just that pissed off at Christmas. And again, they did not even do the cliche of him missing a toy when he was a child. If anything, a couple of the villains did got the toy that they wanted as children. It was actually made as a point. Some of the gore might be, turned off, like what happened with, with Shiri and the guy that got stabbed in the eye with the 3-star. So that's basically your Iron May situation. But to be fair, it is upholding the title of the movie. It is indeed a violent night, No, the acting is fine. The music seems to be fine too, from little I heard. I'll probably try to give it a look eventually to this with My Country Dub to see what they did with it. But yeah, this is definitely, one of the better movies that you picked for the Christmas seasons, Drova. So at the very least, I'm glad of that. Seriously, what was your thought process for Unaccompanied Minors?
It was a movie from my childhood, and
Well, I'm sorry for you, I guess. But yeah, I'm kind of done. Go on, Drova.
Yeah, no, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that, yes, this was indeed a good film. I think I'm going to agree with Teal, and I'm going to give this a slight edge over Fat Man. It's like, Fat Man definitely is a lot more consistent, but I feel like while this may have the lower lows, especially with the opening, 15 or so minutes, it definitely has the higher highs. Like, I'm sorry, can you say anywhere else you've seen Santa Claus pretty much perform a Mortal Kombat fatality by magically whisking the villain up the chimney to mangle him? Ugh, it's so glorious. It definitely feels like a David Leitch film, which makes sense. He is a producer for this, so yeah, from the brilliant mind of stuff like The Fall Guy and Bullet Train and Hobbs and Shaw and Deadpool 2. Yeah. Oh, and John Wick. So, yeah, Yeah, I guess this is kind of Santa Claus John Wick when you get down to it. How about that? Like I mentioned, it's Santa Claus doing Die Hard, and I guess we also got Rambo and Home Alone in that mix as well. Yeah, the start of the movie is a bit of a slog. You've got the whole Santa Claus is losing his faith in Christmas, and of course, the people who are, the rich but jerkish family to one another, Knives Out style, essentially. But thankfully, like I predicted, that's them mainly setting up the movie. Once things go underway, things definitely flow a lot better here. The action is all great. The humor, for the most part, balances out to being pretty fun and a legit good time. And yes, the fight scenes are all very creative and whatnot too. It manages to toe the line for realistic enough when, stuff gets heavy, to definitely outlandish and humorous enough, especially when Santa is the one fighting. I do dig that the kid can also stick up for herself too. It gets a little Home Alone-ish, but in a way that is believable for the setting, essentially. Again, it's like my co-commentators mentioned, it's got that good balance here. I actually definitely am looking forward to the sequel. It's a silly enough movie that takes itself seriously enough that maybe they will do the whole, John Leguizamo had a brother, or something. Admittedly, I guess there aren't too many. I guess it's not too hard to come up with a reason for Santa Claus to have to go crazy, especially since Mrs. Claus gave him his sledgehammer. God, imagine if the sequel actually takes place during the same night, and that's how the movie series goes. It's just him running into trouble after trouble across the globe on Christmas night. But I digress. This was actually a good, great, fun movie, and a relatively also awesome enough way to end, once again, another set of our Christmas commentaries. As such, we bid you a good night, a Merry Christmas, and eventually a Happy New Year. And we'll see you next year to do this again.
Yeah.
See ya.